Welcome to Deep Thought. Smiles may hide inner turmoil. And this is something to really consider because, in Deep Thought, we go deep. We go deep. We go past the mask. Yes, I want y'all to think, but a lot of it, too, is about just mental health. And you have a significant amount of people out here who they always have a smile on their face and they're looking happy and everything. But if you really pay attention to them, every now and then you might catch a look of sadness. But they'll put that smile back up. See, and the reason why you get some people because of the circumstances in their life, how they were raised, where they grew up, a whole bunch of stuff, they learn to put on that mask. But they could have everything going on the inside. And because of the circumstances, it usually develops when the circumstances mean you got to put on a happy face no matter what. No matter what, you got to put on a happy face. And it could be for survival. It could be to keep the parents calm. It could be for myriad reasons. But the thing is, okay, you got that smile on your face. What's going on the inside? I mean, sadly, there's a lot of people out here who are really suffering on the inside, despite what they're showing on the outside. And it's not even so much they're being brave. Like I said, it gets deep. It's almost like they were raised to do that. They were raised to follow along. Like you get a significant amount of children who they have. You ever see those parents, they like helicopter parents, or they try to dominate every aspect of their child's life. And I mean beyond when the child is actually needed, beyond the baby stage, like into teen years and everything. They're like, you should wear this. This is what you like and all of that. And the child will go along with it, at least on the surface. There's some deeper stuff with that too. They'll go along with it because that's what's expected. But on the inside, it might be something different. Indeed, what you have with virtually every person who grows up in those circumstances, a bit of rebellion in them. Like they'll smile on the outside, but they'll rebel against the same people they're smiling at in other ways. And often in ways that they know if they were caught would annoy the hell out of the person. But see, that's turmoil though. That's turmoil, because if we're going through life, we want our outside to reflect our inside. Because that can be painful wearing a mask. That can be painful because all of us, whether we had those particular circumstances or not, have some type of mask on. But it's painful. It's painful. It can actually hurt you physically. It could actually hurt your throat physically, not being able to speak up. When they say you got a frog in your throat, that's because the person's afraid to speak up. So it's not always good. Yeah, they got that smile, but it can be a problem later. And don't be in a relationship with one of those people. Don't be in a relationship because when you're in a relationship, you think everything going well, and then you get a surprise one day, But then that's from the outside. Let me address the people who have those issues. Let me talk to you. You know things are going well, but you're keeping that smile and you're keeping up appearances. You know what? In some ways, I applaud you because a lot of times you're in a situation where you have to do that. You have to be the strong one in the family. You got to make it look like everything's going well. But what about you? What about you? Yes, I applaud you for doing what you have to do. Keep up the family. But look, some people in that position, you're in pain. And yes, it's great to help other people, but you got to help yourself first. I know the situation that you might have put, myriad situations put you there. Look, that's not your fault. That's not your fault. Don't take blame for it. And don't let anybody try to make you take blame for it. You look, I don't care. Yeah, you might grew up around somebody dominating, but you know what? That's their own issue that they need to deal with. And, at some point I'll discuss that issue. But you got to deal with that turmoil. You got to be honest. Sometimes don't smile. Don't smile. If you ain't feeling it, don't smile. And if somebody say, well, you should be happy or something, say, no, I'm not feeling like it. Look them dead in the face and say, look, I'm not feeling like it. Look, tell them you going through something. And if they don't like it, go find somebody who is sympathetic. Go get therapy. Go talk to a spiritual leader. And I'm serious on that. I'm serious. You got to deal with that turmoil because that thing will kill you from the outside, from the inside. You sitting there and you trying to keep everybody else cool and all of that, and they feeling good. Well, you need to feel good. You know, your inside's being torn up. Look, I'm just going to be real. A lot of people, when they okay, here's the thing. Stress actually causes sickness. Stress, if your body's constantly stressed, that can lead to high blood pressure, that can lead to overeating, that can lead to you doing some destructive stuff in order to maintain that smile. That smile isn't worth that. If you're smiling, it should be because everything's going well on the inside, but it's not. You know, it's not. You need to deal with it. And anybody, look, I'm going to tell you something now. If somebody got a problem that you stop smiling and you start looking after your own needs, you don't need to deal with that person. You don't need, that person's not your friend. They don't really love you. Somebody who love you will be like, oh, wait, what's wrong? What's going on? Okay, let me help you. You can deal with that person. But the bottom line is however you do it and whoever helps you, you got to deal with that inner turmoil. You got to deal with that pain, that trauma. You might be carrying around some type of trauma. You need to deal with it. You know? Yes, I applaud you for being strong, but you know what? Even Atlas shrugged. All that pain, all that stuff on your shoulders, that can hurt you. Nah. Deal with yourself first. Deal with yourself. And then once you heal yourself, then you can really help others. Because then maybe you can help them heal them of the same situation. You can look at them and say, you know what? I've been where you at, and this is what I did. That's the whole thing. And I want y'all to think about it. Anybody who's doing that, anybody who's like keeping up appearances for whatever reason, you know what? If that is hiding some pain, don't do it. Don't do it. You know, if you got pulled back from something, hey, if you got to pull back from supporting me, somebody had hit me up and they were saying they had pulled back from like watching my channels and everything. They didn't have anything against me, but they need to get themselves together. I wasn't mad or anything. I praise them for getting themselves together. Because my thing is, this ain't about me being selfish. This is about this person doing what was right for them. And that's what I want everyone to do. And I want you to really think about what I just said. Think about it. Like if you that person and this don't really apply to you, okay, pay attention for it in those that you love. For those that this is happening for, deal with that inner turmoil. Face it. Get the healing that you need, okay? So I want y'all to really think about that and just really think about that, okay? Peace and blessings, everyone.